Can I talk to you? Ooh, and I love you, girl. I did that as a special request for one of my listeners. She knows who she is. She said that I should quit my day job and start a singing career. And I can't do that. It's too late to be doing all of that. But from time to time, I will give you, my listeners, a taste of what you're missing in the music industry. So you're getting a double treat. You're getting my podcast, and you're also getting, a gift of what it would have been if I had decided to be a singer. Oh, still got this damn cough. I want to read one of the letters that I received. Letters start to pick up. I usually try to read some of them if they're funny. This one caught my eye, though. It said, Roosevelt, I heard your show in regards to condoms. I think it's irresponsible of you to say that condoms are not useful. Condoms are effective in preventing numerous STDs. So I disagree with you, but I love your show. Harry. Okay, Harry. Now, I know what show you're talking about. You're talking about the show that I did on condoms. I believe the question was, why are they promoted as being basically indestructible when it comes to diseases, when they're really not. I never said that it was not good to use condoms. I never said that. You should use condoms. But what I said was, a lot of people use condoms and think that, they're protected 100% by everything. I mean, let's keep it real. If you use condoms every time you fuck, but you licking ass and eating pussy, and swallowing cum and shit, you're not 100% safe. That's all I'm saying. Using condoms are great, but if you're doing all this other side shit, you're not 100% safe. That's all I'm saying. And even if you use condoms, you still have shit that you can catch. You can herpes and all kind of shit. So, condoms are good, but don't think that, you put an S on your chest because you got a condom on. That's all I'm saying. So no, don't stop using condoms. But if you licking ass, eating pussy, swallowing nut, and who knows whatever else, you're not 100% safe. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's get started.
It's time for the X and Y Show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y Show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y Show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings, and greetings. It's like the week before, I almost said Thanksgiving, because a lot of you women, it's going to be like Thanksgiving, but week before Valentine's Day. Excuse me. And I know a lot of you are excited, and that's great. A lot of you guys, you suckers, gonna spend a lot of money, and all that shit. That's all wonderful, but it's just a day. You know how I feel about Valentine's Day. Somebody getting rich. You don't need a day, for your lady or your girl, to prove that you love them and get them hearts and shit. I mean, you don't need a day to do that. If you was doing that right throughout the year, you wouldn't need February 14th. It's just a day for somebody to get rich. So, Valentine's Day can kiss my ass. And, a lot of you disagree with that, but you probably the suckers that could be going out spending all your damn money. And a lot of you not getting no pussy. You spending all that damn money. Damn. And, for what? For what? So, anyway. I'm starting off on some shit tonight, boy. I don't y'all say, what's wrong with him? Oh, my God. Now, well, one thing I still got this damn cough. And it's keep fucking with me. I think I might have to drink some of that tea tonight. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink some of that tea. Then I got some honey mint tea. And it's pretty good. It does help. I just forget that I have it. I'm not a real tea drinker, But anyway. Tonight, I would like to talk to you about a subject that really irks me. It irks me because I see a lot of men get caught up in it. And I think that is something that is, created by the laws of this country. And basically, the laws of this country are built around fucking with men. And, well, before I get into that, tonight's episode, why do many women make it hard for fathers wanting to spend time with their kids after breakup? Why do many, not to say all, but why do many women make it hard for fathers wanting to spend time with their kids after breakup? Now, I wanted to emphasize that I wasn't saying all. So I wanted to really stress that. Because all women don't do that. No matter how sorry the father is, a lot of women will not prevent them from seeing their children. And that's good. Because I feel that a woman should never do that. A woman should never prevent a man from seeing their kids. Little boys need their daddies, especially if you are broken up, you have a divorce, or, you're not married, you just had children together and he's not living in the house, but he still wants to spend time with his kids. A little boy needs his father. A little girl needs her father. Now, a lot of you are saying, well, me and my ex broke up, and, I don't like him being around my kids because he does drugs, or he has a girlfriend that does drugs, and blah, 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 and all that shit. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about that. That's a stupid motherfucker. That's a whole different subject. He's a fuck up. And I'm talking about the guy who, a lot of you say, well, he can see his kids, but he don't pay him alimony. He don't give him my check. He don't give you your check. So you stop this man from seeing his kids. And you don't have to listen to me. You look at the product of what's going on in our society. All of these knucklehead jittybugs running around, knocking people over the head for $20, $10, and knocking people over the head, taking their shoes and all kind of dumb shit. If you, statistics show, if you trace those kids back to their families or their households, a father's not present. Now, I'm not saying if a father's there, everything's hunky-dory and it's indestructible. No, I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not saying just because you have a two-parent household, it means that you 100% that you're going to turn out great. I'm not saying that. However, what I am saying, if there's a two-parent household, the odds are that kid will grow up a lot better than if it was a single parent. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking the single mothers out there. Kudos. My sister was, she still is a single mother. And she does, I don't know how she do that shit. I mean, it's very hard. She's pretty much alone. And a lot of my female friends, they're single mothers. They're alone. They don't get any help. I'm not knocking you guys. Kudos. But what I'm saying is, if a father was there, and if a father wanted to be there, nothing should prevent a man from seeing his children and being involved in his children's lives. If he's a positive influence, if he desires to do so, no state law should prevent a man from wanting to spend time with his children. Now, I know a lot of you women and some guys out there are saying that if a man is not taking care of his responsibilities, he shouldn't see his kids. What kind of dumb shit is that? What kind of logic is that? If you told Spock that shit, he would say it's illogical. I mean, it's stupid. Because a man don't pay his child support. He don't see his kids. He's barred from his children's lives. What kind of dumb shit is that? And a lot of you women are going along with that dumb shit. And it's because basically a lot of the times the woman is angry. She's angry. That's what it all boils down to. It's nothing else but anger, woman scorn. I'm going to get that motherfucker back for what he did to me. So he want to see his kids. He's not seeing his damn kids. I'm going to make sure of that. I can't whoop his ass physically, so I'm going to hurt him this way. I'm going to fuck with him this way for leaving me for another woman, or just leaving me because he wasn't happy, or just leaving me. Fuck it. He gone. I'm going to get his ass back. And I understand that. I understand that, ladies. I mean, shit, I'm human. You're angry. And I understand being angry. But a lot of, you can't hold that shit inside because it'll make you rotten after all. Make you rotten, then to make your kids rotten because all, you bad to him. He ain't shit. He left me. He left me for this other woman. Your daddy ain't shit. So what do you think is going through your kids' minds if they keep continuously hearing this shit for 10, 12, 15 years? That they daddy ain't shit. He's a bad man. You don't want to be around him. If they hear that shit every day, what do you think that's going to do to your kids? Your son. What do you think that's going to do to him when he grows up and have kids? Oh shit, it's all right. My daddy wasn't there. Fuck it. Then the cycle thus continues. What do you think your daughter's going to grow up and see? How she's going to gauge a perfect example or some kind of male figure example in her life if there's no father in the picture or no strong male figure. Preferably her father, though. How your little girl gonna grow up? Not having her father, her daddy, in her life. That's some dumb shit. I mean, if you really think about it, ladies, you preventing your children from having any interaction with their father because, you're not getting a check or you're angry. He's with another woman. He left me with somebody. And God forbid if she looked better than you. She's younger than you, finer than you, and probably got better pussy. I'm fucking with you. But God forbid if she look better, then you really mad. You gotta get that motherfucker. I can't let him get away with this. So a lot of you fall for the okie doke. You start really fucking with this guy. You know, a lot of times guys don't pay child support because, you know, it's a lot of reasons. Some of them can pay it, but they don't fucking pay it. They say, fuck you. You know, I'm not talking about those type of men. I'm not talking about them. That's a whole different story. And I'm going to do a show on those motherfuckers later. I'm going to come back for their ass later. But that's a whole new episode. I'm not talking about the guys who can pay alimony and choose not to. That's a stupid motherfucker. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the guys who want to pay alimony, want to pay child support, but maybe they lost their job. You know? Maybe they got laid off. Maybe they just, you know, they're not making enough money. They got to catch up. They got to move some shit around. You know, they used to live with you and, you know, had two incomes. Then, boom, you know, they broke up. Now they living on their own or with their parent, who knows, or whatever. They're having financial difficulties. It's not because they don't want to pay you child support, but they can't right now. It's going to take some time to catch up. So a lot of you say, oh, no, he missed one payment. He missed two payments. Not all of you. Some, if he missed payments, you still let him see your kids. Kudos to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the women. They know who they are, who's listening to this. I'm talking to the women who, when the guy misses a payment, you know, misses two payments, you know, three payments, they call him the law. They call him the law. You know, that's some dumb shit. Some dumb shit. And I know, you know, each state has their own laws when it comes to child support. And they're all different. But they're all fucking with a man. You know, some of them you go to jail for 30 days. Some of them you go for 45 days. Some of them you go for 60 days and pay a fine. You know, it's different variations. But they're all fucking with a man. You know. And, you know, a lot of times, ladies, I want you to think about this. If a guy is having financial difficulties paying you child support, you know, it's not that he don't want to. You know, it's, you know, he just can't do it right now. He just going to need some time to catch up. You know, he's just having financial troubles. You know. So if you take this guy to court or have him, you know, arrested or some shit, now he's already having financial difficulties. What do you think going to happen when you take him to court and the judge find him in contempt of court? With some states, they do have those laws. You know, if the guy missed a certain amount of child support payments, the judge can say that he's in contempt of court order and have his ass put in jail. When he does that, that's a felony. Now, it's not a felony like murder or some shit. It's like a third-degree felony, depending on what state you're in. But it's a felony. Shit. And what do you think is going to happen when his job find out that he has a felony? They're going to fire his ass. That's what's going to happen. And if you think he was having trouble paying you before, what do you think he's going to have when he's not working? Or when he finding a job, now he has a felony on his record, so he'll never get a job that's worth a damn. So what do you think he's going to do when that happens? He's never going to catch up. You know. But let's keep it real. A lot of you don't give a fuck about that. You just want to get him. You want to get revenge. You want to get him back. You want to get that motherfucker for leaving you with these kids all alone. You gonna get his ass. If he want to get with that woman, another woman, or if he don't want to be with me anymore, then his ass gonna suffer. That's what it's all about. Don't give me that shit that you care about. He's not paying child support and he should held to his responsibilities and all this other shit. Don't give me that bullshit. It's all about anger and scorn. You want to get this motherfucker back. You want him to suffer. But when it boils down to it, in all reality, when it boils down to, he's suffering. Don't get me wrong. He's suffering. But your kids are too. Your kids are too. And that's TOO for you silly motherfuckers. Your kids are suffering as well. You know. Now some of you mothers say, oh, well, they'll be all right. You know. Some of you say that. Some mothers say that. But for a mother that really loves her kids will not say that. A mother that really loves her kids will not send their father to jail and get a felony, and then he can't get a job, and then he really can't support them. You know, he'll never catch up on those payments. You gonna say you'll never see your kids again? What kind of shit is that? Then what's gonna happen? Your son gonna grow up. Now I'm not saying that your son will grow up and he's probably not gonna be shit. I'm not saying that. A lot of you listening to the sound of my voice were raised by a single mother. And you turn out okay. I know a lot of guys, friends that had single mothers, they turn out okay. It's not a death wish for having a single parent household. That's not what I'm saying. But the odds of having a two-parent household makes it a little better. And that's what's going on in society today. It's too many single-parent households. You know, and I understand that shit go wrong sometimes. Sometimes stuff don't work out. Okay. But don't keep that man from his kids. Don't slap a felony on this man so he'll lose his job. Then he'll never be able to take care of his and provide for his children. You know, don't do that. You're hurting your kids. You're hurting your kids. Kids need their father. Let me tell you something, a little personal story. I grew up in a two-parent household. You know, and as far as I know, my dad, no, but he never left or, you know. And let me tell you something. I've seen friends that their father did leave, and it fucked them up. And it fucked them up till we got out of high school. They still was fucking up. Some of them still fucking up today. And I have friends that their parents split up, and some did well. You know, like I said, I'm not talking about a death wish, but let me tell you something. I'm glad my father was there, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure if my parents would have split up, my mom would have kept my dad from me spending time with my father. I know this. I mean, she wouldn't have done that. Because it's stupid. It's dumb shit. And ladies, you falling for the okie doke when you allow the society laws to dictate how you raise your family, to dictate how you provide for your family, to dictate how you take care and love your children. Loving your children is not keeping them from their father. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And a lot of you women are falling for that shit every day. You falling for it every day. I remember that video. A lot of you seen that video when Tyrese was online. He was wilding out. He was crying and bawling and stuff. A lot of people laughed at that shit, but that shit wasn't funny. I don't have kids, but I can imagine, you can tell the emotion in Tyrese. I don't know Tyrese from my damn apple, but you can see the emotion. when this guy loved his kid. He wanted to see his kid, and he was having some type of problems with his ex, and she didn't let him see his kid. And he had to go through a lot of shit to be able to see his kid. And you know, and I'm just using Tyrese as an example because a lot of you have seen that video. But I brought that up because it shouldn't have got to that point. It shouldn't have got to that point. You know, Tyrese is a guy that, now, like I said, I don't know Tyrese. I'm looking from the outside. But he looks like a guy who wants to spend time with his kid. You know, he loves her. You know, he wants to be there. So why would somebody keep him from seeing his kid? You know, why would somebody do that? You know, why would all men, why would a woman stop them from seeing their kid? I understand that you're angry that he left. I understand. You have a right to be angry. You know, that he left you. He's not with you. He decided to leave you. You have a right to be angry. He cheated on you and decided to leave you with another woman. You have a right to be angry. I'm not saying don't be angry. Shit, I would be. I'm not saying to be angry, but don't let the anger cloud your judgment. That's some Jedi talk shit. Don't let anger cloud your judgment. Don't let the way you feel and your emotions about this man affects the way that he interacts with your children. I'm saying you and his children. You and daughter too. You know, it's your son too. That boy need his daddy. The girl need her daddy. Now, if the father wants to fuck around and do negative shit around his kids, no, keep that motherfucker away from him. He's not a positive influence in their lives. They won't miss his ass. But if he's a positive guy, he's doing well, he loves his kids, and he wants to spend time with them, he wants to be involved in their lives, you know, he wants to take their son to the soccer game, wants to take the daughter to ballet practice, wants to come see school recitals, you know, he wants to be involved in their life, want to take them to the movies, you know, want them to come live with him in the summertime. You know, he wants to spend time with his kids. He loves them. So don't let your anger mess that up. Don't let your anger mess the lives of your children up. You know, there's a lot of single-parent households, but there's a lot of single-parent households without the interaction of the father. And that is the problem in this society today. There's not enough father interaction. Now, like I said before, I'm not talking about those fathers who choose not to spend time or interact with their kids. I'm not talking about them. That's a whole different episode. And I told you, I'm going to come back for their ass later. I'm not talking about those are some sorry motherfuckers. That's a total different topic. I'm talking about the men, the honorable men. Now, it didn't work out between you and him. But I'm talking about the honorable men that still want to spend time with their kids. They should not be punished. They should not be labeled by society as a deadbeat when they're really not. You know, by getting a felony for not paying child support just because they falling behind in their ears a little bit. You know, stop allowing society laws, bullshit laws, to raise your children. I'm talking to you, ladies. Stop doing that shit. If he's not paying you child support, talk to him. Communicate. Open your damn mouth. Maybe he having financial problems. Maybe he got student loans, a big bill or some shit. I don't know. Maybe he got laid off. Who knows? I don't know. But he's having financial difficulties, so he can't pay you the allotted amount, the court-ordered amount right now, but he's going to catch up when he can. Sometimes shit happens. Shit happens. Talk to him, communicate with him. Don't have him slapped with a felony. Contempt of court, or even go to jail. Don't let your anger take over your family. Because in the end, it hurts your family. Ladies, in the end, it hurts your son. He needs his daddy. In the end, it hurts your little girl. She needs her daddy. And if her daddy and if his daddy wants to be there, don't hinder that. Don't stop that. You should embrace it. Anyway, that concludes another episode of the XY Show. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. The topic of tonight. It's something that I've never gone through, but I've seen so many people go through it. And, it's so sad sometimes. I see a lot of men being thrown in jail, and they get felonies. They get stamped with a felony, and their lives are ruined. It's like being a damn convict and shit. They'll never get a good job again. They'll always be struggling. And it's all because of the woman. She's angry because he left her for another woman. All kind of shit. She just want to get his ass back. And in the meantime, who's really suffering? The children. The children. They're not suffering because they're not being taken care of financially like they should be. They're not having interaction with their father. The kids are suffering. Ladies. So think about your kids before you allow these fucked up laws to fuck up your family. Anyway. That concludes another episode of the XY Show. Remember that you can catch the XY Show on many avenues. You can choose one that you prefer to listen to. I'm on Spreaker. Of course, that's my main platform. I'm on Stitcher. I'm on TuneIn. I'm on iTunes. I'm on Blueberry. I'm on Spotify. And I am on iHeartRadio. And I'm on Google Play as well. And CastBox. So whatever you prefer to listen to in your podcasting pleasures, be sure to listen to me on that and follow. Making the comments as well on the sites and let me know that you really hear me. Also, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. I'm on all of those as well. You can find my platforms for my podcast and my social media on my website at www.thexyshow.com, www.thexyshow.com. And also on the site, you can see upcoming episodes, past episodes with interviews of guests that I've had, and also a contact form to send me letters or say hello, say how you're enjoying the show, how you're not enjoying the show, what you agree with, what you disagree with, any constructive criticisms, anything you want to say. So on the contact form, just send me a note and I will read it, I promise. And guess that is it. Be sure also to check out the X and Y store. There's some nice stuff in there. I keep saying I'm going to put some more stuff in there, but I haven't had time. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. Some shirts, iPhone covers, Android covers, coffee mugs, cups, all kind of stuff like that. So check out the X and Y store. It's on my website as well. And that be it. And I want you all to remember. Oh, I want you all to listen to my Valentine's episode as well. At episode 4, Hear that before next Thursday. I think you'll like it. But with that said, I want you all to remember that you cannot have love without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.